There really is a Galaxy for everyone, and the Samsung Galaxy S4 Mini is for those people that want a smaller version of the iconic Galaxy S4 flagship. How's it going, guys? I'm Aaron Baker from PhoneDog.com, and yes, the specs are different. Yes, the overall look and feel is slightly different, and it's not available in the US just yet, but if you want a smaller device, this could be the unit for you. Let's take a look at the Galaxy S4 Mini in the full unboxing. There are a lot of people out there that love the Samsung Galaxy S4, the design language, the look and feel, and the availability on multiple carriers in the US. Well, there are a bunch of members of the Galaxy S4 family now, and one of those is the Galaxy S4 Mini. This is going to be a great device for those people that love the design language of the Galaxy S4 but aren't as concerned about specs. They're really more concerned about something that's not a pocket buster or something that they can fit into a purse a little bit easier. For them, the Galaxy S4 Mini is going to be a decent device. Now, we picked ours up through Negri Electronics. You can buy this now if you want to through negrielectronics.com. It's about $540 unsubsidized, and you can see specs-wise it's a little bit different than the Galaxy S4, but for those people, maybe you're one of them that wants a smaller device, it's available now through negrielectronics.com. So thanks to them for sending it over. Thanks to our partners at Best Buy Mobile as well. When you walk into Best Buy Mobile, you'll walk out working. They'll get your email, your web set up, and while this is not a US device just yet, if it ever does come to the States, they'll make sure you're good to go and you're walking out working at Best Buy Mobile. Now let's talk about the specs here a little bit. This thing is packing a 1.7 gigahertz dual-core Snapdragon 400 CPU. It's a 4.3-inch display here that's a Super AMOLED, a QHD display, 540 by 960 pixels here, so not quite HD, 256 ppi, a 1,900 milliamp hour battery over on this device. You got LTE connectivity in this particular device in select markets. Depends on which device you get and which version you get through Negri Electronics or in your respective country. Obviously, this is the GTI 9195 edition. It's running Android 4.2.2 Jelly Bean with TouchWiz as well, and we'll take a look here. We'll unbox it in the literal sense, my handy-dandy unboxing knife, and see how this differs from the flagship, or I should say the iconic Galaxy S4. So design language, as we've talked about, and as you've seen in some of our videos on PhoneDog.com, design language very similar here to the Galaxy S4. It's just literally a mini version, specs aside, a mini version of the Galaxy S4. Power button still on the right side, volume rocker still on the left side, micro USB charging port still at the bottom, still stickers everywhere. You know, I love my stickers. 3.5mm headphone jack up top, but far more pocketable in the hand. Now, something that's frustrating a lot of die-hard phone people, though, is Mini, you would think, hey, maybe a 720p display instead of a 1080p display, but a lot of these OEMs are taking their Mini devices and dramatically lowering the specifications, making those phone nerds kind of mad. So it's not going to matter as much to the mainstream consumer. They're more concerned with size, and as long, frankly, as it runs fast, they're not going to be concerned. But for those people, you, myself, you, it's going to be kind of frustrating. So out of the box, you saw what you got here, and I should recap and take a look at what we get here. You get an AC adapter module, though this looks to be a Latin America model. It looks like actually a British version. And then, of course, USB cable here as well. You get earbuds out of the box. Pretty decent little pair of earbuds. It actually looks like the nicer version that comes with the Samsung Galaxy S4. So you get those goodies down in a tiny little box. And, of course, your 1,900 milliamp hour battery. The stuff you're never going to read, quick start guide, warranty card, and then about Samsung keys, more information in the box, again, that you're probably not going to read. I don't read it, but maybe you will. Who knows? And then, of course, this is the Black Mist version. Pull off the battery cover. So again, design language very similar to the Galaxy S4 here, and overall look and feel with that physical button down here on the side, or on the front, and then you got your capacitive buttons over there. Let's see if we can get this battery door off. And let's throw a SIM card in here and get it working. I'm going to reach over to my desk here and get an AT&T SIM card and load it up so we can take a look right out of the box with network connectivity. So battery in here, and let's see this sucker power on. Lock, 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 lock. Cute little device, by the way. I mean, really, it's portable. It feels good in the hand, and travel across the display far easier than even the Samsung Galaxy S4. But I want to compare some other Samsung devices as this is powering up for you so you can see right here. We'll compare these two. That's it compared to the Galaxy Mega. It literally fits in the entire display of the Galaxy Mega, which is pretty cool. And then you've got the Galaxy S4, just to show you the size difference between the two. I need to email OSR updates to Rebecca, apparently. You can see right there what it looks like. And then you can see in comparison to the Galaxy S3. So design-wise, very similar to all the Galaxy products, but you can see the size differences between the respective Galaxy devices that have come out over the years. So here we go. English, let's do United States. Los Estados Unidos. Next. Don't want to do that. let's go through here. Yes, of course, I agree. I agree. Skip. Nah, let's set that up later. We'll set up the Google stuff later as well, but really a customizable little device here. TouchWiz, if you love TouchWiz, you're gonna like this device. Skip. And all the key features that you would expect, which we'll walk through here once we get powered up and into actual TouchWiz. Or as I like to call it on video, the meat of the phone meat. Applications here, let's go ahead and switch these over to view type alphabetical because my vision's pretty bad and I'd like to do that, it just makes it easier. So you can see Google Plus integration here, Gmail, all the stuff that you would expect, we'll do that later. And you can see the TouchWiz stuff as well, including Group Play, and then you've got S-Voice, Samsung Link, Samsung Hub, Samsung Apps, Samsung, S-Translator, and then you've got Watch On here as well, the IR Blaster right up here at the top. So bring some of the flagship stuff over into more of the mid-range device, but again, keep in mind what you're getting here specs-wise. Now, for me, and I talked about this when we took the hands-on after the event in London, very similar here. I mean, in terms of look and feel, very performance-wise, very fast, despite having a Snapdragon 400 CPU. It's pretty zippy all around. I'm not really seeing any lag on this device. I mean, it's running through menus pretty quickly here, as you see. No lag, and it's quite different in my opinion than the Samsung Galaxy S4, which is a little bit laggy, at least both the international version, less so I should say, but both the international version and the US version, a little bit too laggy for my taste. I'm not really seeing that here just yet, but then again, there's nothing installed on this device, so keep that in mind. It's still running a pretty clean version from the factory. I haven't installed any applications, haven't put my Gmail account on here, haven't taken any pictures, so I'll let you know as we go into the review, as I start to load it up with stuff, how it performs. But overall, I mean, pretty fast here. You just see me run through stuff. Pretty zippy, despite having that Snapdragon 400 CPU instead of a Snapdragon 600 CPU. But let's take a look at the settings. Obviously, Android 4.2 out of the box here, and you get the same S-Beam stuff. You get the same stuff down through here. You have blocking mode and safety assistance and driving mode, all in the settings on the international version here with the ability to turn them on and off quickly. And then down here, you got your motions and gestures, your smart screen. So you've got Smart Stay. I've got my typical motions and gestures, motion, palm motion, and then gyroscope calibration. Got all that stuff here in the settings. So you do see that, but then going back from motions and gestures, you're probably noticing that you're missing the AirView stuff. No AirView stuff on the Samsung Galaxy S4 Mini. It jumps right to voice control, missing it right there in the device area. But connections, we can go down through here and see nearby devices, NFC. So you get some similar features, but you're missing out on the AirView stuff. So if you love that on the Galaxy S4, you may want to take a pause and decide whether this is the ultimate device for you. But again, very easy to hold in the hand, much lighter device, feels good. And then this obviously is the Black Mist version. Let's take a look at messaging here and see Samsung keyboard out of the box. We'll hit OK. And we'll go through here and take a look. Google voice typing and Samsung's keyboard. Now obviously you have two options here, which it looks to not be enabled. Let's see what we can do. Should have the swipe version as well. Yeah, continuous input, sliding finger across keyboard. And then on the international versions, I can actually replace my words. You can't do this on the US versions of Samsung's keyboard, but here I can say hey, and let's say I say H-E-R instead of hey, or maybe like lame, or I mean to say lame, but I say L-A-M-R. It'll auto-correct for me. You don't get that again on the US version of Samsung's keyboard, but I can say quick brown fox is happy that it is Friday. Still not my favorite keyboard, but nice in the international versions to have that auto-correct capability. But again, pretty fast, portrait to landscape mode, zippy all through and through, and then of course, I have my ability to edit my quick settings, and then I want to go in here really quickly and show you this also. We'll go, boom, widgets, show you those, just that those are there, and then I can go into settings here and go to my device. And then I've got some display options also, including the ability to show battery percentage, which you know I love that, screen capture, and more. So all in all here, very similar experience to what you would see on the Galaxy S4, the Galaxy Note 2, any of the devices with the later version of TouchWiz, the Samsung Galaxy Mega, but you are again missing some of those software features that you get on the flagship Galaxy S4. So it is a trade-off. Size may be better for you, but you do miss some of the features. Then of course on the camera front as well, you do miss out with the 8 megapixel camera as opposed to the 13 megapixel camera. So just keep that in mind. Keep it locked on PhoneDog.com. Before I sign out, I have a couple of questions. I tweeted and said use the hashtag PDUnboxing, and Will asked me this: is the S4 Mini worth buying new over its big brother if someone isn't concerned about specs? I think so. You know, it depends, again, like anything in this space, it depends on what's most important to you. If specs don't matter but size does, this could be a good option for you. It's easy to use, travel's pretty good. It's small, it's light, and to me, at least so far, it seems to be quick. So I would say, you know, if your size is more important, do it. Brendan, is the phone sluggish compared to the regular S4? Actually, quite the opposite, just based on initial testing here. It seems to be a little bit faster than the S4, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but I think the fact that Samsung pared back some of the software stuff, including some of the AirView stuff, may play a role in that, but also keep in mind here, there's nothing installed on this device. So it's just a fresh out-of-the-box device, and you can see available space is 5.07 gigabytes out of that 8 gigabytes. So 5 gigabytes, a little bit more, a little bit less, available out of the box. Out of the total 8 gigabytes of storage, but you do get a micro SD card. Patrick wants to know what US carriers will it be available on. No announcements on that just yet. Maybe we'll see that in the coming months. Keep it locked on PhoneDog.com. I'm on Twitter at PhoneDog_Aaron. Hit me up with your questions about Samsung's tiny Galaxy S4. I'll see you next time.